Hello, Cancerian, sun signs, moon signs, and rising signs. Welcome to your weekly pre-shuffle with me. This is where we get your context for your weekly ahead. The weekly goes up on the Patreon. The link is in the description box below, as is the link for the individual single extended purchase if you just want your Cancerian weekly for yourself. You are coming out on Thursday. I usually live stream your weekly on Wednesday. Just keep in mind that if you come to my channel and you don't see one of your weeklies, or it comes out a little bit late or very late, that is because I am very likely tending to my Zoom sessions, the one-on-one Zoom sessions, which you can also book in the link down below, or my high priestesses and my hierophants. They are my priority. That one-to-one connection. It's like pretty much 24/7 support with the emails and the messages and dreams interpretation and tarot help and anything else. I check in with my high priestesses and my hierophants once a week, every week, for at least 15 minutes. And it's like these relationships are really important, and the mentorship and the coaching is really, really important for me to really show up for. So they get they get the top. Like, if you imagine your energy like a battery too, and it just goes from the top emptying to the bottom, just like a cell phone or something. It's like my high priestesses and my hierophants get my first fresh energy. So the weeklies tend to kind of feel that sometimes, and I do my very best to make sure that I'm as healthy as possible so that I can come on a little bit later, or sometimes I'll skip doing the pre-shuffle on YouTube and just go straight to Patreon and do the weekly so that my patrons still get that weekly, so just keep that in mind. And there's one more announcement that I will wait for the end of the pre-shuffle to make, in case you just want to get to your reading and your download. That being said, your download for this week, Cancer, what I have for you is that there's this major overhaul. What she showed me for you is like these cabinet doors, just like flying open, just like flying wide, and you're just like diving in and just pulling it all out, and only putting like maybe the food that's not expired, or the cans that are not expired, back on the shelf. Or you're like doing that with the fridge, emptying out the fridge. It's very, I feel like it has to do with your entire life, Cancer. But this might just be, it might just be that you're cleaning your house. I mean, it might just be that you're overhauling the family or the living situation, or you're doing that to your work situation. You're like starting from scratch or going through. It's something like that, but it is a total overhaul. It's like I said, it's either the whole life or it's like one big section, or it could even be you. You could be like having a glow up moment. You could be having your eat, pray, love moment, and you're like, I don't know what you're doing, something like that. Like, you might be going through like a major renaissance period for yourself. So, oh, hey guys, welcome. Double Cancer. Hey, Johnny and Queen and Carl. Welcome, everybody. Okay, let's go ahead and get your 3 positions, Cancerians, my cans. Help me explain this download for, that was quick. This is my slow cooker crock pot card. This is also, I wash my soul in the ocean, in the tears of God, I let it go. I'm not a singer. I've said that so many times on my channel throughout like the past 2 years. And then I go ahead and I sing, but it's cleansing. And okay, whatever is going on, I feel like I'm channeling you very early too. This might be happening on a very subconscious level, and it's like slowly coming up to the consciousness. Like, if you are cleaning, if you are like attacking the clutter in the corner of the room or something, that might be just the tip of the iceberg, and sort of a metaphor to what you're going to be working through, I don't know, over weeks or days or months or something. So this is really, just know that anything difficult coming up, time will heal it. Time will have you feeling very differently about, the pain. And that might even be right now, speaking to the past, anything in the past pain, or it might be taking you into the future, to just, have me put that in your subconscious so that, in the future, you'll have access to that information. But it's taking a while because you're learning to work with radiant energy. You're learning to balance yourself on the emotional level. This is gonna be a whole thing. This is gonna be a whole, oh, with the 10 of cups, perfect human love and happiness. This is very relationship focused. This can be a total overhaul in how you do relationships, Cancer. You may be finding that, it's a little bit too much in this cup and a little bit too much in this cup, and you have to keep putting them back and forth until you get that even amount in both cups. Wow. And the Knight of Cups and the Hierophant. I like this. Seven of Wands, bottom of the deck. This is a competitive advantage. It's also, being sort of not like attacked, but just having a lot thrown at you and still being able to keep your spot on the rock. So you might have been feeling like that. And actually, Cancer sun signs, Cancer moon signs, Cancer rising signs, I'm a Cancer rising. We're basically like the orphans of the zodiac. It doesn't matter if you grew up with both of your parents, if they stayed together, stayed married, or if you had two adults in the household. You were like a latchkey kid where you didn't see your parents all day and maybe they were just working all the time, and you let yourself in the house at like a very young age, or it's called a latchkey kid. That's an old term. It's called like a day orphan, where you just go the whole day with different adults that are not your primary caregivers, that are not your mother, not your father. Or there could have been your mother and your father, but maybe one of them, or both of them, have substance abuse codependencies where, your parents might have been physically there, but they weren't there for you like emotionally or spiritually or mentally. So you were still kind of orphaned in a way, in a sense. So this is kind of, it's, I don't know why I went into all that. I guess that's for someone out there. But what I like about the Seven of Wands is like I already know that your life has already been, you've already had to be very self-sufficient, or have some big feelings to deal with and grow into, and just be comfortable with someone that feels things very intensely, and maybe not always having had someone to receive them, or a place to receive them, or a place where it's safe to have them. So I feel like this is you standing at the very top, kind of like Howard Rourke at the end of The Fountainhead, how he's like at the top of the building and he's just like, hmm. Or no, he's actually like this. He's like this. He's like, you know. So well done, you, Cancer. Well done, you. That comes through this week. This looks very like you've made peace with something, or you will be making peace with something. I do see a relationship that, this could be a partnership that you finally come to an agreement on. Someone that you love very much, they love you very much. This is, a lover. This is a family member. This is maybe if this if this is business. I love this energy for business for you, Cancer. This is like simpatico, like finally on the same wavelength. Finally, there could have been some back and forth, like how she's, doing that with the chalices. And so it might have taken some back and forth to come to a consensus, or to come to an agreement, or to come to even like an emotional resonance with each other. But the great news is that it looks like that's that you got it. What I like is with the Seven of Wands, it's like someone here does have the competitive advantage, and it still works out. It still works out because you even have this Knight of Cups, the Hierophant, which is like a really sweet, heartfelt, genuine offer or message, or just communication. And this can be like the beginning of something firming up, whether this is a promise or a contract or a vow, or coming into the fold, coming into an organization, coming into a tribe, coming into a family, coming into a group. This is a pledge. You see the two acolytes at the bottom. I keep forget. Oh no, you can still see it. Yay. These two acolytes on either side. I love talking about this. I'm also on Instagram and TikTok, Watch Natalie, and I talk about the more specifics in the pictograms of the tarot. So I'm going to do that now. So we have this acolyte over here. He's wearing robes of the red roses of pure desire. And this gentleman over here, he's wearing the robes of the white lilies of pure thought. And it's about merging them. You see these crossed keys right here, symbolizing that commitment and that like secret order vibe. The Hierophant is one of 3 tarot cards of the major arcana that have the 2 pillars in the background and signify making a pledge and of sharing information. And the Hierophant shares information when you pledge your allegiance to him. So there may be a vow or a promise or, some form of commitment and information or mentorship being exchanged. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty exclusive too. So we like that. We very much and I can even get into the 3 tiers of his crown at the very top. You can kind of see the 3 tiers. Okay, really quickly, the 3 tiers at the top of his crown symbolize the 3 planes of existence when something takes place in the formative world, in the material realm, in the creative realm. And so it's really about bringing as above so below, and about manifestation, and about taking a bit of more responsibility for all levels of manifestation. So I love talking about this stuff. You guys know that. So, yeah, with my Romeo card, with the Knight of Cups, it's all nice. It's really, really nice. It's interesting because, getting your download, this like total overhaul, I was getting kind of like tired because I'm like, oh my God, it's almost like looking at a big garage full of stuff and like knowing that you have to like move it, or knowing you have to like clean it out, or like a storage unit. It's just like very stressful. So, it looks like it's gonna be a total overhaul, but, like, in the very best way, in the happiest way, in the most copacetic, everyone on the same page, everyone in agreement way. So, whatever needs the overhaul, don't even feel, like, intimidated or fearful or, like, anything, because the emotion and the relationship or multiple relationships, they're all really, really strong. There's total agreement, there's love, there's if it's not love, like in family or romance or dating, this is like, if it is in business or any other context, it's really, really nice. It's just everyone is fair and equitable, and goodwill, lots of goodwill. So, and this is either the individual or the group or the organization, or the whole, either the individual or the collective, whatever this Hierophant is, whether that's a company or a marriage or whatever, or the promise or the vow. There's something unique that has a competitive advantage about this week for you. So um, it sets you apart. It's different. So very nice. Okay, my loves, I will take that over into the extended. So if any of that resonates with you, feel free to join us on the flip side. On to your announcement. Today is Thursday. I've been waiting for this day for like at least over a week now, maybe 10 days. And this is the first day that we're doing psychokinesis and telekinesis Thursdays over. I mean, it's not going to be on Patreon. It's going to be through Zoom. It's going to be a group Zoom session starting this very shortly, very soon. And, it's for my high priestesses and my hierophants. It's 40 minutes. We do this together, and I take you through a lot of coaching and exercises. And, I'm there to correct your form, answer the questions, and then you practice. And we basically are going to learn how to move physical objects, but not using your physical energy. So all it's going to take for you is practice and patience. And, it's really great to start to learn how to use your energy. So if you guys are kind of bored with meditation, or you want to learn meditation, it's like a very, very strong place to start if you've already been meditating. But, it's There are so many different forms of energy. There's nuclear energy, chemical energy, electric energy, magnetic energy, electromagnetic energy. So it's like, it's learning how to channel all of that energy and use it to to move physical objects, which I just love that stuff. So if you guys are interested in learning how to use all of the energy that you're channeling to do this work, consider joining us. It's going to be every Thursday. Today's the first one, though. Today's the first one. It's a Patreon exclusive, so you can bookmark the Patreon. The link is in the description box below. And that's about it, loves. Okay, so some of you guys are a little shy about being in the group dynamic. And if you want the one on one coaching, then you can book the one-to-one Zoom sessions with me. And those are up for you guys to, decide however you want to use those. If it's, talking about um, aliens or tarot or dreams or psychic ability or emotional stuff or toxic connections or karmic connections or love and relationship connect, whatever happens to be, that's what those are for. So we can just use that for these trainings, and I can just train you one to one. But that's really the only other way to get this kind of training. So uh, I love you guys. Take really good care. And the Cancerians, if I don't see you on the flip side, I will see you next week. And until then, my loves, many, many beautiful blessings upon all of your beautiful heads, darlings. Mwah.